All right, Cancer, here we go. How about a little cure for cancer? I thought, what the hell? It's the end of the month. It's the last day of January 31st. Thought we'd do some fun readings today. I don't know, I might do a Steve Harmony later or whatever, but right now we're doing a cure for cancer. Okay? Where we take a look at the soulmate cycle. This helps me study the cycle. You're the hot spot of the connection cycle. You've had some very interesting cards in my weekly reading and in my Friday reading. Well, you got a very interesting pre-shuffle here, one that you won't even need me to explain to you. This is for, generally, it's looking at the energies of February here, this reading, okay? It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. It's for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, but it really is all signs because it's the hot spot and this energy bleeds onto every other sign big time. It's a general reading, may or may not resonate, but if you found Steve's Love Tarot or this title brought you in here, you're here for a reason. If you're new, there's a whole playlist of Cure for Cancers, and they're all timeless, including this one. All right, and if you don't understand that, I just wrote a whole blog article on timeless and what that means and why that's there. Go check it out. It's called Time in a Bottle. I think it's a pretty good read for anyone who, especially for anyone who watches these tarot readings. sltblog.com. Anyway, Ace of Cups. That's our pre-shuffle. You know, with the Cure for Cancer readings, I'll do a final shuffle, but we pull 5 cards from the bottom and then 8 cards up top. 4 main and then the clarifiers. But I could almost stop the reading here because I felt this energy like this. This is sort of the reason I'm here doing this reading today. It's the Ace of Cups, right? It's sealed. Someone's holding on to a lot of love for you on the other side. And that's the case with pretty much everybody in this cycle. I'll just run you through the cards. Most of you know what cards mean. You don't even need me, okay? I got the Ace of Cups crossed by the Knight of Cups. That's someone bringing the love, cracking the Schlitz can at the redneck barbecue, right? Right there. I got the Justice card crossed by the Ten of Pentacles. That's energy balancing. That's Cancer. That's justice for Cancer. Someone knows where their 10 pentacles are, and they've got a new idea about what that is from what they've had in the past, which is, you know, this person dealing with a lot of issues. It's why they ran from you. And then I got the King of Cups, some Mr. or Mrs. Afraid to be Vulnerable, crossed by the damn Knight of Wands, taking a brave, impulsive action towards you. Somebody is itching to come towards you. They may show up a little swordsy. Okay, again, I got the rainbow sword here on the King of Swords, the rainbow on the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, they want that. They're coming to get it. Justice for Cancer here. That's the easiest way to phrase it, right? Y'all get what that means. You don't get justice without communication, generally speaking. Either the judge swings the gavel, or you get a letter in the mail, or you hear something from somebody about that somebody got some karma who did you wrong, or whatever. I mean, generally, there has to be communication. Otherwise, you don't know if you ever got justice or not. It's a card of communication when it falls right here dead center especially. Might be a little swordsy coming in. It's a brave, impulsive action. What I wanted to tell you about this energy and why I'm here is somebody's itching to come towards you. And underneath that, by the way, the King of Swords is going to be communicating. And there's a new beginning coming here, a passionate new beginning with the Ace of Wands. 3 of Cups is communication for sure, big time. It's amazing, okay? It's amazing what's here. Let's put these here, back at the bottom, where they would have stayed anyway, and let's shuffle the deck. Let's go. Somebody in the energy, I'll just give you a raw energy read, okay? Cancer. Somebody here is itching to come straighten something out and come talk to you. They do tend to get in their own way. This person's an overthinker. I feel that the energy, it has a certain frequency to it of someone who's on a what scientists usually call a feedback loop, right? It's just round and around and around. I often give the example of salt is a feedback loop. If you eat salty foods, you can't just eat one. The actual act of eating it, and you like that salt, makes you want to eat more, and you eat more and more and more, and eventually you go overboard. You know, that kind of thing. And that's what they're doing. That's overthinking. It's a feedback loop. It truly is. Let's shuffle the deck here for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Give me a Cure for Cancer reading here on the hot spot of the connection cycle here for February 2022. Let's see where we're at. Okay. Okay. As you know, in Cure for Cancer, we pull 5 cards from the bottom. It's the affecting energy, and I always show you the 6th card just because you know it's there. And then from the top of the deck, we pull 4 cards as baseline, and then I clarify them. There's 2 cards that bring people in. Our whole pre-shuffle was talking about someone wants to talk to you coming in. Knight of Wands, Justice for Cancer, right? I mean, the Schlitz can of the Ace of Cups being cracked open by the Knight of Cups. And this is one of the cards. It's 3 of Swords and the 5 of Cups. There is somebody really wants to... It's here. It's in the energy. The energy is there for it. Whether they do it or not is up to their free will. How much of a candy ass are they? Or how overthinky are they that they talk themselves out of it? If you think about something too much, you find too many reasons not to do it. Whether it's getting on an airplane or getting on a roller coaster or even getting in a car is pretty dangerous. You know, if I phrased it to you, you're going to be hurling yourself down the road at a speed that will kill you instantly in a 3,000, 4,000 pound hunk of metal that you're not even really sure how it works. You know, and you're at the mercy of other people around you and their driving skills. You might not, you know, you might think twice about it. You know, you'd be afraid to get on the damn freeway. Which, you know, everybody kind of probably should be on some level. People are getting a little too comfortable doing their texting while they're driving and forgetting the point that I just made. Somebody here has a lot of regret for you. That's our overall energy, and it's driving them batshit crazy. Batshit catawampus, my new phrase for my Texan fans. I love the Texas people. I like them. It's the great fishing there. Anyway. So I'm happy to give them a new phrase. It's batshit catawampus. Okay? It literally is a 9 of Swords pacing the kitchen at 2 in the morning, filled with regret and sadness, and I guarantee you on the outside they're not showing this. I guarantee it. And right here, why? Why? In the center of the 5 cards here is the Knight of Swords. I said they might be coming in a little swordsy. They're coming in Knight of Wands, for those of you where they're coming, right? It's a brave, impulsive action, but it's a little swordsy. They got something they want to say. There's something they want to clear up. The Knight of Swords always has a specific message. What else? Something about the sun. This is Chatty Cathy. It's the opposite of the moon, which is Silent Bob, things left in the shadows. The sun illuminates everything. It's my inflamed butthole card. Look at that. Any proctologists watching? What would you do about that? Anyway, it's communication. But the thing is, the sun illuminates everything. This tells me it's somebody who's had some kind of, I need to say this moment. I don't know why they need to say it. I don't even know what they need to say. I'm not even sure if they're just too chicken to do it. Because it's free will. The energy is there for it. This is massive energy. Look at this. You saw the pre-shuffle too. And the 5th card is the 10 of Wands. It's what I'm talking about. Bookending the 5 of Cups, my sad horse of regret and sadness. That this is over. This feels over to them. Whether it is or isn't, it does. And that's what you want in this soulmate cycle. You want the runner to think it's over. You know, this person for a long time used spying on you as like a security blanket or dreaming about you. But sometimes the dreaming, when there's this much happiness here, when there's as much love as I can pick up here with the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups opening the reading, dreaming's not enough. Daydreaming isn't enough. Spank bank isn't enough. You know, there's a lot of, for some reason it feels over to them, and we've been here before, I know, but this time is starting to pass here, and I'll tell you what, it's creating a great burden. This regret and sadness is creating a great burden. I'll show you the 6th card. It's Judgment. All right, it's God's source, the universe itself. It's a card of communication. It's got birds in the air. Multiple birds in the air on this card indicate somebody from the past is coming in, but they're nervous as fuck. Okay? Wow. Jesus. Okay, what's on top? Well, let's pull our reading. Let's see. We got room? Yeah, we got room. I used the big cards today. All right, there. Who's coming in? Well, it's the Burger King. It's the King of Wands. What else? 6 of Swords. They want to smooth things out. A 9 of Pentacles. For some of you, this person's found their independence. Maybe they got themselves single and free to pursue. I don't know. There's no third energy here. That doesn't mean the third energy is gone. It just means the universe don't want to talk about it. Okay. But they definitely have a very high opinion of you. I could tell you that. Let's see. What's bookending the King of Wands here? Oh, look at that. See, they're getting victory over this. And I told you this in a reading. I don't know if this came up in the new moon reading I did the other day. I don't know. This is victory, transformation. The butterfly represents transformation. All right? This is transformed. No more ego, no more pride. Right? It's that kind of thing. They want to smooth something out. They want to go for the rainbow. There's another fucking rainbow. You know what you don't get? The rainbow without the sun. It's required for a fucking rainbow. All right? Yeah. The Nine of Pentacles here, somebody has found themselves a little bit. This connection has profoundly changed this person. I believe it, because I'll show you here. Just these two cards right here, the Five of Cups and the Ten of Wands. These two cards together, if we were to put them as they are, they're like this, with the Ten of Wands crossing it. Someone knows that this behavior was the cause of the problem. And that's been coming up in the energy. I don't know if it was the new moon reading or not, but it might be. I think the new moon energy that we have here on the 1st, I think it's tomorrow, isn't it? Or something like that, plays a big role here. And remember what I said in that new moon reading, it's about the wind that comes after it, the energetic wind. It's not the new moon moment. It's the moment that it starts to move that the earth starts to move out of the way and the moon's energy starts cracking through. The full moon pulls the ocean stronger than a new moon does. The new moon is weaker. But when it starts to move, that weak energy gets blended with strong energy, and it creates kind of an energetic wind, much the way a cold front hitting a hot front on Earth here creates wind. That's why it's windy. It's either getting warmer or it's getting colder. That's why it's windy. You know, that's what it is. It's two fronts hitting together. And the weatherman can predict how fast the wind is going to be by doing a math equation that incorporates the difference in temperature between the two and the barometric pressure differences and all of that. They can calculate the wind speed, approximate, and give it to you in a weather forecast that's completely wrong. But anyway, let's shuffle the deck. Not always 100%, but anyway, it is what it is. You said it was going to be 20-mile-an-hour winds. This blew my car cover off down the street. This is about 50, motherfucker. All right, let's shuffle the deck here. Listen, this person's changed a lot. This connection has profoundly altered their life. Whether or not they're showing it to you, I can't say. You know, there's a lot of fear of vulnerability here, but when we saw that King of Cups, they're still afraid to be vulnerable. But they're coming anyway for the most part. It really is an incoming energy. The table is set, energetically speaking. It's just a matter of whether they bring the food or not. And that's up to your person's free will. I can't predict that. I wish to God I could. I do. Because I know a lot of you Cancers are suffering for this. But you've done a lot of good here. You're going to get some good karma. Anybody that can change the Burger King, this asshole, into something better and transform it. This connection has been transformative for both of you. But on the DM side, on the runner side, it's really changed some things that it changed some things that kind of made them an asshole, which is really cool. The Divine Feminine was never really an asshole. They had low self-worth, and they were giving themselves to, keeping giving and giving and giving and giving and not getting anything back, and then getting more and more depressed and anxious and all of that. That didn't make you an asshole. The person on the other side was behaving the fool because of past pains and things like that. Things that hurt them that they take out on other people around them, including you. They don't do that anymore. They've changed. This person's, the energy that I'm getting is more inclusive than what I got when I first got here. In other words, they're letting people in, kind of a thing. And they definitely want to talk to you. I don't know if they got a thank you for you with it coming up as swords, but at the very least, there's some justice for Cancer, as the pre-shuffle showed us. Why is the King of Wands here? Let's clarify these. I'm going to do these one by one, and I'm going to use this same deck because that's what my intuition tells me to do, and here's why. This person is disappointed in themselves. I see that here. They've transformed. How can they be disappointed in themselves? I just got done fucking telling you, rewind. I did. I said the 10 of Wands crossing this is someone who has realized the error of their ways, right? It's why they feel regret. And right here I get the 4 of Cups crossing the King of Wands, which is crossed by the 6 of Wands with the butterfly transformation. They've changed. They're disappointed in themselves. They're disappointed in how they treated you. Maybe they did something stupid. For some of you, they might have done something rude. I don't know. Either way, we'll pull one card on top of it. And it's you. Yeah. Oh, they're very disappointed. It's you. You always come up as the King of Pentacles in my Cancer readings from day one out here. And I don't want to hear from the goddamn astrology people who tell me, well, that's an earth sign. This is not fucking astrology. This is tarot. I'm an energy reader. All right, not a fucking astrologer. I don't care. This is what Cancer's energy is around. This is the static energy around this. That's who I'm reading for. And it's been this 8-point rainbow antlered buck since the beginning I got here. Since the very beginning, in fact. And it's right there. You showed up. What are they disappointed about? How they treated you. That you're irreplaceable. You go out in the woods, try and find a rainbow antlered buck. All right? It's not. It doesn't exist. It's not there. It's unreal. This person holds you in high esteem. That energy was attached to that 9 of Pentacles. I can tell you that. I don't know whether all of your people have the balls to tell you to open up. I don't know if they have the ability to be vulnerable yet. It's the King of Wands, or the King of Cups was crossed by the Knight of Wands in the pre-shuffle, and that tells me they're coming in, but much like the Knight of Swords, which we got here. You know, again, we got the King of Swords in the pre-shuffle. I said they might come in a little swordsy, but there is communication coming. This person's coming in to talk about cups with swords, all right? And that's kind of what the Knight of Wands crossing the King of Cups is. It's someone who can get out as fast as they come in. It's a little emotionally immature. But it doesn't mean that they're still the Burger King, okay? It's just somebody who, you know, maybe if you give them a couple of drinks, they loosen up a little. You know, you catch my drift. Why is the 6 of Swords here? Why is the 6 of Swords here? Yep. They're coming soon. 3 of Wands crossing that card right there. It's my flux capacitor. It means soon. The flux capacitor is lit. They're coming into right on the verge here. It's very on the surface in the energy. It really is. Look at this. Look at that. That's communication. They're worried about every word they're going to say. It's the Page of Pentacles. But it's usually fruitful communication. It usually accomplishes something. It's also someone who's been thinking about you a lot. And I got that off the 10 of Wands here big time. Okay? Which is leading to regret because they're disappointed in their behavior, because now they see the error of their ways. They've transformed. Once you stop being, I'll just use the word asshole as a reference. Once you stop being an asshole and transform into not an asshole, you're able to see more clearly how you were an asshole. And what they did was they let go of something that they shouldn't have. Okay? It would have been very special. It would have been something very different. King of Pentacles. It's a wonderful energy in these Cancer readings when I pull this card. And it's nice to see the Burger King seeing it. Why is the 9 of Pentacles here? Let's see. For some of you, this person is leaving a situation. It's very clear in the energy here. For others of you, this is just someone who admires your independence and wants to try to be like you. You know, it's like that. It is, because this little fawn here is them communicating with you. This little fawn is on the Queen of Pentacles in this deck, nuzzling the Mother Deer, which you often come up as well. You're the leader of this transformation. You're the catalyst for it in a lot of ways. Why is the 9 of Pentacles here, though, specifically? Let's see. Yeah. For a lot of you, this person's going to grow a pair. That's the Ace of Wands. It's a passionate new beginning. It is someone... Oh, look, and I accidentally left a card. I pick up the deck, and I accidentally leave the 3 of Cups. Yeah, they admire your ability. I believe they do. I believe they do, because you're a Cancer, you're cardinal water sign. And this whole connection cycle, in case you're not a Cancer and you're watching this and you go, see, he's talking about Cancer. Yeah, okay, fine. It is a cure for Cancer reading, but Cancer is the hot spot. What does that mean? Well, I explained it on the node shift reading. If you didn't fast forward through the intro, I said Cancer is the hot spot of this connection because the North Node was in Cancer when this connection cycle began. It sets the stage for the entire cycle. It's a very emotional cycle. Cancer is a cardinal water sign. All right, so it's all about opening up. Somebody who's shut down, opening up. That's what that card means. Okay, so it's, you know, it's some pretty fucking wild shit. And actually, as it turns out, that is the card, because that was from the top of the deck. That was from the very top. So that's the one that would have come out. That's fucking unreal. Okay, everything I just told you right there. For some of you, this is a King of Wands, a Burger King, gotta have it their way, pride, ego, control things, you know, the whole lot. Could be entitled a little bit, could be very panical focused. King of Wands makes you believe anything is possible, right? They give you the hilltop wedding, you know, that kind of thing, fairy tale date, but it's all on credit and they have no idea how to pay for it, kind of a thing like that. You know, they rent the Ferrari, you think it's their Ferrari, that kind of thing. Very ego, because of their ego. But this has been transformed. This has changed. This is different, you know. And that's nice to see. It's really nice to see. Why is the Six of Wands here? Why has this been transformed? Why is there victory after a long battle coming here? Why has this King of Wands been transformed? Tell me about this Six of Wands, universe. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Tell me about... Oh, ho, 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 ho. I don't know whether to show you the bottom card first or pull the top card. I haven't looked at the top card, but the bottom card is the Ace of Swords. It's the most... We were just talking about the node shift reading, and in the node shift reading, I said this is the most common card you're going to see for the next 18 months. It wanted to come out with another card underneath it, which was the Page of Cups, by the way. Again, it's somebody who has realized that cups are where it's at. The King of Wands never realizes that. The King of Wands, love to the King of Wands is getting banged, right? If they can get in your pants, male or female, they've accomplished their goal. That's the goal. It's very short term. It's a very short term goal. You know, they don't want anything to do with love. It's the aspect of the Emperor that doesn't want anything to do with love. They just want to, I'm the Emperor, I'm Mr. Ego, I'm this, I'm that, you know, that kind of thing. That's why you got to be careful of people like this. All right, you got to be careful. If you don't want an egomaniac in power, for example, that's a dictator. You got to be careful about that. You know, King of Wands is everywhere in our energy now. It's part of why this soulmate cycle is so difficult. There's a lot of King of Wands Burger Kings out there. We got to be careful of things like that. And you don't want to be in a relationship with them either. You got to be careful about that too. So it's good that this person transformed. And it looks like because they've transformed because they've seen the truth. They've seen the reality of who they are. But it takes a soulmate connection like this to make that happen. You know, it really does. What's on top? The Four of Pentacles. This person right here, these are bookends, technically. Okay, so it's technically, as the reading flies, the Four of Pentacles crossing this rainbow antlered buck. Okay, this person has realized that it was their behavior. It's what I told you about this. It's the same. It's the same thing. This person has realized that their behavior is what cost them something really good that they have to change, and they have. I see it here. They found their independence. I said earlier, rewind, I did, they're more inclusive now than they were before. I believe that's true, and I believe it's because of this connection. Where this victory ties to you, they don't want to lose this, which is why they're coming in for most of you. This person is rolling in. As we saw in the new moon reading, a lot of them, all right? I've got the little animal deck here. I'm going to have the universe add all this up for us. So give me 3 cards and a bottom card, universe. What's going on here? You know, what's all this mean? What's all this mean? All right, add it all up. Tell Cancer what you want to tell them. Tell everybody watching what you want to tell them. This all bodes well for the entire cycle. You know, this is the hot spot. Cancer is It fell out of the deck, so I already know I have to stop shuffling, and I know what the top card is. All right, it's the Hangman, it's the Empress. I didn't know that was there. The Hangman is perfect because this is somebody who's got a new perspective. It's what we were talking about. But look, they got a new perspective on you. These are read center, left, and then this card here, and the Seven of Swords. They got a new perspective on their deception. You're the center of this person's universe. You are, energetically speaking, the Empress, the Divine Feminine, changed this King of Wands into something that's workable, something that's usable, something that's not an egomaniac, something that's not afraid of love and doesn't run, something that's not inclusive. I'm picking up a very inclusive energy here. I've even got a color match a little bit on these two cards here, so they're tied together. This connection taught this person that they were full of shit. All the lies they told themselves, all the carpet sweeping they did, the Seven of Swords. It's a mild devil energy. They have a new perspective on that now. This person's gone through some changes. And why? It's because of you. And crossing this right here, you're going to love this. It's the Ten of Pentacles. It really is the Ten of Pentacles. It's unreal. I believe the title of my New Moon extended reading that I did the other day is something to the effect of, either way the DF gets 10 Pentacles. Something along those lines. I believe that's the title of the extended video. Right here. For most of you, the 10 Pentacles has a lot of potential with someone who was once the Burger King. They are still a little bit in there. Okay? People don't change, they adapt. Alright? But this is someone who, with the Ace of Swords crossing here, is well aware that it's their fault. So if they blamed you before, they know it's their fault. And they know that you're something special and they blew it. Okay? And it looks like for most of you, they're in their head a lot. I said that and it showed up here. They're very regretful for what happened, probably because once you see that you were an asshole, you understand what you did wrong as well. You know? But it's all very heavy on their mind. But the good news is, this Ten of Wands, it's a 10, it's the end that sets to, a transformation or a new beginning. This resets to an Ace of Wands, and we had an Ace of Wands in this reading. It was crossing the Nine of Pentacles. So it does happen. 10 Pentacles crossing the Empress. I'll tell you the same thing I said in the title of the extended for the New Moon reading I did the other day. Either way, the Divine Feminine gets their 10 Pentacles. But I think you should hear this person out. I'll tell you what I told you in the New Moon reading. I think, let them talk or whatever for those of you where they come in. And we know it's a high percentage. So it is what it is. They're very worried about it, though. You make them very nervous. I believe you do. I believe you do. Because a lot of you have grown a lot. You're doing real well. So, and again, it's up to their free will, but it is a high number that's coming in for sure. This is nice. It's nice to see some transformation in the Burger King, because it's not as much transformation as the DF has gone through, but it's a great start. This Hangman is nice to see. I smiled when that flew out of the deck. I really did, because I didn't know this was there. This makes it even sweeter. Because someone has been lying to themselves the whole time. They've been denying this connection. I don't want this. I'm looking away. I'm running. This represents the runner. It also represents all the stuff about their past that they've been carpet sweeping, which has caused them to be the Burger King in the first place. Gotta have it their way. Pride, ego, try to control every little thing they can. Well, you can't control cups. And you sure can't control this energy. Once you cross paths with the Empress, you gotta bang the Empress, male or female, there's no doubt about it. Alright, 10 Pentacles, look at that, I love it. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. If I helped one person today, I've done my job. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. Alright, good luck everyone.